share your fortune with me, and I shall remain silent as the night.
It was the year 1493 of the Common Era. Christopher Columbus, having already colonized several islands in the West Indies and the New World at large, stumbles across a small island with extremely hostile inhabitants. One of his ship's crew, barely alive, reports being captured and nearly eaten by what he describes as only the cat people.
Greetings, I am known as Jungle Cat 1. Do not fear my appearance, remain calm, do not run. We come from a planet which orbited 2 suns. Now on Earth the era of the Jungle Cat has begun. My name is Wise Fang, the Jungle Cat Elder, leader of the council, the torn spirit welder. When hip-hop was born, I was the first one that held her. Left rappers bewitched and cast spells like Esmeralda. In your planet's history, man has hunted cats. Unwanted raps now get clawed at and scratched. They are no match. With feline rhymes we counteract. No man can escape when jungle cats get attached. I practice cat magic and make catnip drinks. Despite what science thinks, the jungle cats built the Sphinx. Whack raps get cat naps, more than 20 winks. Some cats become extinct like the great Canadian lynx. Every culture on earth have these cats ran through. Founded cities like Catalina and Kathmandu. Over the centuries, the secret cat tribe grew. Heaven help us all when the jungle cats come through. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow. I am the second in command of the Jungle Cat War. Part man and part jaguar, the emperor. Special guest appearance on the Jungle Cat Tour. Before you walk across the stage, obey the Jungle Cat law. Sure, you can run, son, but I tear off your hide. I designed the weapons for the Jungle Cat pride. Get live. Some use words to flatter wisdoms. I bring forth cataclysms, manifested through cat-like mannerisms. My sound rings from the 4-legged ground kings without announcing. Cats remain silent while canines are howling. My slender frame's made for pouncing. I built a catapult to throw MCs from my surroundings and shatter domes. Abandoned cats from tattered homes. I use their cat gun to shoot anti-matter poems. I leave my claw marks to indicate my battle zones. Any human who tests will surely rest in the catacombs. Any cat and mouse tricks. Can they skin a cat? I doubt this. If you try competing, you'll get eaten like Meow Mix. Perfect. Back to the control panel. Same cat, time, same cat, channel. Who likes the way the jungle cats get down? Go meow, 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 meow. Who loves hip-hop? Take the jungle cat vow. Go meow, 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 meow. Earth breaks, shakes, trembles. All jungle cats rise up and assemble. You don't have to cock your Glocks back to be radical like the SWAT cats, so stop that. I'll turn your matchbox into a box match. My rhymes will make Father Time turn his clock back and look for me like Star Trek 3, the search for Spock act. Like you know, I'm known to drop facts over hot tracks, or shall we say, lounging in my alleyway like Top Cat. Take 2 jungle cats and add 1 more, and you've come face to face with the great crazy claw. Open your soul and let the whack leave you. Subtract evil and await the return of the cat people and fans of all ages. The cubs that we speak to, no timidness, limitless boundaries we leap to and keep you laced with feline fatter topics. Jungle cats out, no doubt, catastrophic. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow. Every evening when the sun goes down, 3 strangers meet on sacred ground to release the animal that mankind won't allow. Take the jungle cat vow. Meow, meow.
This uplifting cinematic experience.
I've got something important to tell you, man.
The big story is
dig this and dig it deep.
What if I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and they became arch enemies? Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems, the Emperor and Stan Lee would coach the two opposing teams. Keep it clean, no bats, no yats, guns, or interference. Comic book characters would go head up with raw lyrics. Now I take whoever might be on break from doing tours and have them sign up for the last Emperor's secret war. Sure, for that kind of capacity, we need a crazy large arena that might stretch from West Philadelphia to East Medina. If I'm able, I'd put it on pay-per-view through my label and give free tickets to my neighborhood bums with no cable. Yeah, that sounds fat. Now that we've squared away the propositions, let's begin with the ultimate tough man competition. Set it off, it's the fight of the century. KRS and Professor X would battle each other mentally with rhymes. These two team captains waste no time. Charles Xavier tried to invade Chris Parker's mind. He shot a cerebral probe at Chris's mind, but he missed it. Professor X taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics. Round 2, new fight, word to life, you gotta see this. Locked in Mortal Kombat is Doctor Strange and the Genius. Yeah, son, he's no match, let that grafted wizard have it.
My liquid sword slashes straight through Doctor Strange's magic.
Another hero down, and now the score is 2-0. My words from the Genius, and he's still my rhyming hero. Now the next fight was conducted in a rough-like manner, specifically between Reggie Noble and Dr. David Banner. Or should I say the Incredible Hulk when he's amped off the gamma? Well, Reggie Noble soon became the Incredible Redman and slammed him. You know how Redman gets when his adrenaline starts pumping. Started skitzing in the ring, so then the Thing tried to jump in. Ben Grimm leaps into the ring, and after Redman he lunges, but Reggie Noble dropped him with 2 bricks and he punches. Rhymes by the bunches, bums get dirtier than Middle Eastern dungeons. Ready to set this like Detective Columbo and his hunches. While the refs clean out the ring, cause the last fight was so intense, let's do a live interview with a brother named Common Sense.
Yeah, it's Common Sense. A nice man tried to freeze me, so I took him to Chicago and told him to take it easy. You couldn't see me with my Applejack hat and high tops. Colossus and Cyclops, I got no idea why not.
Look at Common Sense, yo, that last album was tight. Let me get back to the ring and evaluate the next fight. Now the next fight had to be the craziest of all times. We got Dr. Octopus
versus the mighty Buster.
Doc Ock versus Buster? Man, that stuff is dead. He'll get his 8 arms ripped off going up against the Dread.
Now Dr. Octopus, who you think you grabbing? The God can never lose, so you know it will never happen. Lyrically making me sleepy, you need a nap when I slap you with my dreads. Lights out, you'll kiss the canvas.
Before my eyes, I see the demise of another superhero. Next up is Roscos versus Magneto. Now anything goes when Magneto battles foes, but Roscos had him shivering, delivering ultramagnetic blows. Magneto is now deceased, and a wise man said it best. The sun rises in the east, but they can still set it in the west. And with all these heroes down, Stan Lee refuses to surrender. He got stormed from the X-Men as if I couldn't match the gender. Stan Lee shouts,
Excelsior.
yo, Stan, you best to chill.
There's no match for
I
Storm.
guess he's never heard of Lauryn Hill. Now we all know Storm controls the temperature and weather. Started running off at the lip, and El Boog was like,
whatever.
She just got home from tour, she's a bit too tired to spar, so she clocked Storm over the head with my man Wyclef's guitar. All silence has ceased, out of nowhere comes the beast versus J. Rue, the damager, the black prophet from the east, releasing rhymes that will pound you into the ground. There'll be no round 2. Another victory for hip-hop by the dirty rotten scoundrel. Now the underground sewer system that lies deep below the ring is where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and DOS Effects do their thing. Leonardo and Donatello, they well know that we can do this.
So kick it, the crazy hit them both with raw. So
now Raphael and Michelangelo, those 2 others who are brothers, book smacked them with the DOS Effects logo, the manhole cover. Whether you're plant or animal, vegetable or miggity mineral, before you step to DOS Effects, you best be hard like a criminal. Taking you back to ringside just when you thought it was over. The last battle was brought forth by G.I. Joe and Cobra. Mercenaries and soldiers, G.I. Joe was rolling thick, but I'll get the military of hip-hop, aka the boot camp clique. World War III for 98 in the wake of all these troops. I could see General Buckshot going toe-to-toe with Duke. Salute the captain for rapping, cause now we know who's hard. Catching wreck like stealing tech up against the Crimson Guard. Charging after you, smashing you, metaphorically bashing through the entire Joe team is OGC and Ruck the Irrational. Then all of a sudden I hear this real loud crack.
The military punisher, Big Rock just broke Roadblock's back.
Adding insult to injury to Stan Lee and his team. We've got Weapon X from Canada, aka Wolverine. You know the routine, his claws can rip rappers for days. But here comes the Method Man, aka Johnny Blaze. Wolverine, you can't hang when Cow doesn't sting. Paralyze you with the venom from the Method Man's fang. This is the final battle as the stratosphere gets darker. We got Nasir Jones versus Peter Parker. Nasty Nas, the halftime headringer versus the web slinger. Illmatic versus Radioactive in the rotten apple with a deadlinger. He cursed the day that Spider ever bit him and gave him a copy of the second LP it was written. For all up and coming MCs, I've got a question. If I made a Secret Wars Part 2, would your name even be mentioned? Would you make the final cut? I make the nicest give their titles up, writing rhymes / fighting crimes like the Blue Falcon and Dino Mud. Stick around for the next battle / adventure. And if you see Stan Lee, tell him the last emperor sent ya. Sent ya. Sent ya. concentration, mental penetration. Hits me off with paranormal psychic information. Imagine every b-boy and girl in third world nations unite, become one through pure hip-hop meditation. Watch me closely. I separate the spiritual from the ghostly. Test the emperor, get struck down like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am hip-hop, behold me, but no one ever told me that corporate America would attempt to overthrow me. Secretly plant me, grow me, light me up and then smoke me. Got you thinking you're the godfather like Vito Corleone. As an underground artist, my days and nights were lonely. Signed a contract like K Solo, now everybody knows me. Righteousness oppose me, wicked women don't approach me. I am a player hater, so Craig T. Nelson couldn't coach me. I flipped animalistics and the critics tried to poach me. Turn a crew of battle cats into pussy cats like Josie. Ooh, don't play me closely, it's the music that controls me. Hip-hop is Mother Earth and in my infancy she holds me. Single parent, single-handedly shaped and mold me. When they tried to enslave me, she trained me how to set my soul free. Bounty hunters capture me, and carbonite they froze me. I am the god Odin, my two sons are Thor and Loki. In the beginning there was the word and the sentence hip-hop wrote me. If you're brave enough to meditate, then come along and show me. Show me. I'm an extraterrestrial MC, and I know some are doubting me. My Han Solo fighting style I call Millennium Falconry. I change shapes and mind states through the use of mental alchemy. I climb the Tower of Babel and threw rappers off the balcony. My culture showers me, the microphone overpowers me. Separates me from rappers who use actions that are cowardly. That's how it be, hip-hop amazes me, worship, praises me. Resembles, favors me, allows me many ways to freak. 7 styles for 7 days a week. Allows me to transform like Soundwave and give up more tapes than Laserbeak. The things you seek in life, hip-hop provides you. Override you, let the spirit of hip-hop get up inside you. It was a shoulder to lean on when I had no one to cry to. Help me pick up the pieces, made me hot enough to fly crews that tried to fly through, jacking me for all my faculties. Half of these MCs are lost in space like Dr. Zachary. I jetted for the goal line, A&Rs kept trying to tackle me, sack me and grapple me. I was too righteous of an athlete. At first I was alone, now there's 1,000 kids in back of me. Finally got a deal and now the CIA is tracking me. I didn't mean to do it, socialism just came naturally. I think it's time to meditate my sentiments exactly. In a world filled with pestilence and hatred, some say we'll be rescued by spaceships. I stay away from crooks and study books by the ancients. When the world gets too crazy, hip-hop helps me escape it. No gravity, I'm weightless, brought from poverty to greatness. Create this, I bake this, kick back and smell the fragrance. One love, one blood, I got rhymes buried in my platelets. You can state this, grace this, place this with emphasis, no end to this. Flow spots like Islamic fundamentalists. Degenerate rappers I'm smashing, attacking with a passion. A&R bashing, rip through lyrics built on fashion. Now imagine, you just want a trip around my way. Full transportation, all expenses paid. I've never been a player, just the one who got played. Now my style kills more kids than Roe versus Wade. Don't be afraid, just join us on this hip-hop meditation. When you encounter evil spirits, release hip-hop and let it chase them. And place them over here, forget the clothes that you be wearing. My style is mad freak, I freak it, don't you go comparing. Your weekly shopping sprees versus my bargain basement shopping. Your religion versus my black magic concoction. Taekwondo and boxing, roving soldiers to my locksmen. Your biodegradable rhymes to my lethal toxins. Rhyming is a gift and not an option. I gave birth to more styles than half of you MCs got through adoption. Be careful of the lyrics and the rhymes that you be dropping, cause while we meditate, the whole universe is watching.